You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The Godiva Chocolate Goddess.
Miss Kelly Rowland.
She's here.
I love you back. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
One of our favorites, Miss
That's
Kelly
right.
Rowland is here.
Y'all
Oh, no,
sweet.
not Miss Kelly Rowland anymore.
Oh, stop it.
Mrs. Kelly Rowland Witherspoon?
Yes.
Change your last name?
Oh, you know what? I did, actually. But I'm still Kelly Rowland. I still go by Kelly Rowland. We wanted to keep it like that.
Just for professional purposes.
Exactly.
That's how
Gotcha.
we know you.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you.
Now, being a wife and mother, do you feel even more sexy? Because you look great.
I actually feel better.
Really?
I don't know why I feel better. I just feel better. I don't know if it's the confidence my son is giving me or what. But, yeah, I love it.
How old's your son now?
He's 17 months today.
17 months.
17 months
Nice.
today.
Congrats.
It's just a different kind of glow you got.
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's him.
She always had that same glow. What are you talking about?
I said a different kind. It's still a glow. It's a different kind of glow, yeah.
You're hilarious.
What?
It's like she always had a glow. Don't give her that much credit.
No, not like that. Not like that. You made it seem like you never had a glow before.
I did not make it seem that
He
way.
said a different kind.
Okay,
He said
different
it's
type of
different.
glow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have Chasing Destiny coming on BET.
Yes.
And it's a docu-series.
Yes.
And basically finding the next big girl group.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't want to do a reality show. I didn't want to feel like it was like a formula type of show.
Right.
And I wanted just cameras to roll because like the realness of it all is stuff just happens all the time. And I don't think that, it's the type of situation that a talent competition can encompass. And I think that everything should happen organically. So I remember going to different networks, and the only network that really understood the concept was BET. It was Steven, it was Deborah. They got it, and they actually gave me the money to do it. You know what I mean? So
they tight with the budgets over there.
when I tell you, they were like, we get it. And I told them exactly what it would take. They're just like, well, let's do it because we want to do it right. And I really respected that. So they were the only ones who were just as passionate as I was.
So
how many
you're
women-
signing a group and you're keeping a group? Is that how it is?
Absolutely.
So you're going to jump into the label, you're going to manage, you're going to take care of
I don't know
not
about manage, but definitely I like the idea of discovering new talent. I feel like the A&R process of, the industry is kind of sucked out. People just jump right into like gear. You know what I mean?
The internet killed that.
Yes, but I
I kind of
feel
want you to come like already with a following
Package.
already done, and
Yeah.
nobody's trying to develop you. They just want to like, all right, let's put it out.
exactly. But if you develop it, it will happen. You know what I mean? Usually it will happen.
And you want to go through that? Because you've been through a lot with
I
your
have
groups.
been through it, but you know what? I really enjoyed that process, but I'm a weirdo. I actually like that process, and that process of this whole thing has been fun. I actually want this one to come in and help me with another process that I need to do with these ladies.
I would love to come in there and tell some of them girls FT dreams.
Oh, stop it.
What? That would be horrible. Don't do that. But I think that your perspective would be interesting.
I'm there, boo.
Okay.
And like you putting a lot of pressure on these kids saying you want to find the next Destiny's Child.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to find the next
Okay.
Destiny's Child. I want to find the next whoever's supposed to be dope.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like, I think that we're so busy, like, comparing these days. Like, they supposed to be better than Destiny's Child. They're supposed to be better than En Vogue. They're supposed to be better than the groups that have, come already. And I would want them to just surpass.
You have a name for the group?
Not at all. You have any names?
I'm not gonna
Look,
tell
that's
you.
a really great business these days. People own names, and, it could
On
be
the
really
website.
great.
Don't you want to see the personality of the kids first before you give them a name?
That's exactly why I didn't want to name them. I didn't want to give them a specific. Exactly. Thank
Got
you.
you.
Because I can't say Pacific because that's really hood. Like
That's the ocean.
That's I know. I used to say Pacific. I'm like, it's Pacifically. I'm like, no, fool. But specifically, like I wanted everything to develop organically on its own. I didn't want it to be forced the way you usually see it, and that's why the cameras just needed to roll.
What about, do any of the women that come in know each other ahead of time?
Not at all. Not some of them do, and it's so funny because there were some girls that came in and the group was already formed,
Right.
and I remember thinking, oh, well, I like that one. Oh, well, this one sticks out. Are you guys? How long have y'all been together?
Yeah.
So sometimes it was like girls who I reached out to. And I said, if y'all come in, possibly, what if I want one girl? What if
Right.
I want two girls?
Just be ready for that.
Just be ready for that. And some of them came, and some of them were like, we ain't even taking that chance.
Really?
So, yeah.
How hard is it dismissing everything you know to accept the new stuff that's going on because like you and B came up together. We seen the old videos of y'all practicing when y'all was kids.
Y'all
Like
were family.
Yeah.
Like they're not doing that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what me and Frank, because Frank Gatson, of course, y'all know Frank Gatson. Frank Gatson is creative director, choreographer, very smart man. Has worked with every girl group under the sun, Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Rihanna, everybody. He's worked with everybody. And he really thought about that a lot. And he made me super conscious about it. So.
And how many members in the group? 3? They're going to do 3?
I didn't want to choose a number.
Okay, so
we're figuring, I'm telling you, when y'all are looking at it and figuring it out, as were we.
It's got to be more than 2 though, because 2 is a duo.
Absolutely.
So,
Is it filmed already, the whole thing, and put together, or are we
just about? We're still putting finishing touches on everything, and I'm probably really killing the budget right now because I'm like, let's still record. So they probably want to slice my head off.
And what city had the most talent? Because I'm sure you went to a bunch of cities.
Honestly, we went to New York, we went to Atlanta, we went to LA. It was girls that came in from like all parts of the East Coast. But we'd already actually fished. We didn't just do like a cattle call like they would normally do.
Right.
I looked all over social media. I asked friends, like, if y'all knew anybody, I'd be like, y'all tell me now so, we can, get everything cooking. But yeah, we looked everywhere.
Now, aside from just talent, what else do you look for in putting these women together?
Personality. I actually want somebody completely off their rocker. Because
Really?
because those are usually the creative, talented ones.
You say that not to lay in the office tearing stuff up because they want out this contract. Or they feel like you done stole some money from them.
Well, here's the thing. I usually feel like people, think about it, people who are insanely talented have a slight case of insanity, but it's okay because it's creative. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. So we've met several of those girls, and I gravitated to those girls. I don't know
What about somebody
why.
too difficult, though?
Too difficult, then you got to get your ass out of here.
I'm surprised you really want to do a female group with, because Destiny Child, you had members leave, then you got new members. Then
It
there was
happens.
Beefing and bickering. And
Here's the thing. The culture of girl groups to me is really special. And to me it's special because I feel like young girls, young women get to see, like, there was this, I know y'all seen it. There's this video out right now where these 4 girls are doing this dab and they like all together like moving and stuff. It's power in numbers with females. And I feel like young girls are looking at these girl groups and they choose which one they look like,
Right.
Whose style they like. Oh, I like Angela's red hair. I like such and such as how chocolate she is. Like everybody has to have somebody they identify with.
Right.
And I feel like that is lost. That whole culture is gone, it's lost, and it needs to come back. It needs to come back with boy groups too.
What about looks? What if a girl walked in looking like the Notorious B.I.G.?
But she can sing her
She
butt
can sing
off.
her ass off.
And she got personality.
And she got personality, then you figure out a way to make it work.
Or
And we had some girls come in and they weren't in the best shape.
Kelly just wouldn't say fat.
No, because because they
weren't.
weren't in the best shape. But here's the thing, because Frank stopped me on this. He said, "What's good shape? What's normal? What's this? What's that?" He's like, "We should not get in our way."
Well,
Because-
healthy. Because if you make an investment in a girl, you want her to be alive. You don't have
Here's
have
the thing,
a heart attack.
because I don't necessarily care about skinny either.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because think about what Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, like all these girls, like curvy is very sexy and is very in. Look at that new Lane Bryant ad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we didn't want to get in our way, and we just wanted to have every possibility on the board as we possibly could.
And is it just singing, or is it like a rapper in there, like a TLC-ish, or is it just singing?
We asked the girls for everything. A lot of the girls came in there and they just wanted to sing.
But the industry is very superficial. Looks do
Yes,
play a big part.
Yeah, and it's so funny how people will just completely try to dismiss that, and they're like, "Oh, that doesn't matter." You're a lie. You're a lie. You know, it does matter, and having a look matters. It doesn't matter. There's so many cool artists right now who you wouldn't possibly think would make it even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. Now there are no rules, and I love that about the industry right now.
Yeah, I saw you say somewhere that the women need more dark-skinned role models.
They do.
Yeah.
How many are there? Can you count?
You, Tika Sumpter, Patti LaBelle. Yeah, it's not a lot.
But that's because you love us 3.
Oh, I do.
I know.
I'm glad you know. I love them Godiva chocolate goddesses right there.
But I mean, that's really sad to me.
Now, what about, so whoever wins, they get a deal with Epic Records,
Oh,
and
so
then you're
Epic,
going to
okay.
continue.
But it's not about a win.
right,
as
whoever
much as
makes
it is about a career. See, that I think that's what the talent, these competition shows have completely blown our minds away with
But
this.
you are going to have to dismiss some of the women.
I am.
on
That
the
really
show.
was hard, Angela. That part was hard. That was the most challenging thing of this whole show because I didn't want to look like an I didn't want to look like a jerk.
Sometime doing this business.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't want to look like a jerk.
It's not like you're fired.
I didn't want to look like a jerk, and I think that it's a way that you tell people something and still be constructive instead of just the no. And you know, I'm not here to embarrass anybody. I'm not here to kill your dreams at all, and neither is Frank.
But what if there is nothing constructive to say? Like, yo, you need to go get a job, go get a trade.
They wouldn't have been on the show at all. I would assume.
Yeah. I mean, when you meet somebody, there you have to see that there's a possibility. You don't just like we went and searched for so many girls and we had to dwindle the number down to 15, but you're looking at something special. You feel it in your gut.
If you made it on the show, you already have some type of quality.
I think so.
Now, who are the judges on the show? Who are some of the judges?
No judges. It's me.
Just you all by yourself?
It's me and Frank. It's me and Frank, and we're not judges. We're mentors in this whole situation. That's why I said this is not reality. This is we were flying by the seat of our pants, to be honest. We didn't know what we were gonna do. We didn't know how we were gonna do it. We just let the cameras roll.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing if the girls click up with each other? Like, okay, we together all the time. Is that a better chance because we can see you guys gel organically?
It depends on what came out of it. If there was something constructive that came out of it, like them learning how to, maybe one girl knew how to dance better or sing better than the other one and she was trying to help her out. That's good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you want people like that around. But we had girls who were amazing, like real dope team players, but maybe just couldn't get the hang of what exactly we had an idea for.
Right.
And that sucked.
What made you want to do this with all on your plate? I mean, because you're in Empire, you're doing music, you're a mom. What
Makeup
made you
line.
I still don't
coming.
understand the Empire thing though, because you beautiful dark skin and Terrence Howard is beige. How could that be your son?
Wait, what if his dad was, super fair?
They haven't
Because
introduced
my
the father yet.
biological father was super fair and I still came out shocked.
Really?
Yes.
Like
It
fair,
happens.
like khaki color.
Have you seen my
Stop
kid?
pointing at me and say khaki color
Nah,
too.
I don't
Have
think
you?
so.
Titan is so fair. When
Yeah,
he
he's-
was born, I actually Tim questioned me. For
No, he did
like
not.
just
Tim, no.
in playing, he was just kidding. But he was like, "Yo, man, that baby real bright. He's mine. He's mine." I was like, "Of course."
Also,
look at him."
sometimes kids get a little browner as they
That
get
boy
older.
is bright. He is bright, and I was wondering where it came from. But his, it's all genetic.
Now, how soon did Tim say that? Now, was it right out the womb, or did he wait a while?
No, of course it was a joke, but he was so funny because
He
it
didn't
was
swab him. did he?
man. He looked at him like I think it was the next day. He was like, he is bright. Like, oh my God, he's bright. But
Did you
yeah.
swing at him?
No, of course not.
Because you said he
That
playing.
little, he was just
he
playing.
I'm playing
fast.
quick. Yeah,
I'm
quick. I'm playing.
That little boy looked just like his dad.
So what made you want to do it? That was the question. What made you
What
say,
made
"I'm
me
gonna
want to
jump into
do
this"?
it? Because I felt like it's no girl groups around. You got Fifth Harmony. Think about it. When we were coming up, it was Jade, it was SWV, it was In Vogue, it was TLC. It was so many.
Yeah, they were
It was
definitely
different styles. It was dope.
It was black. Remember black?
Yes. But it was fun.
702.
It was fun. Exactly.
What do you think-
702.
Now who is
goodness.
there?
Yeah, what do you think made it
Fifth
stop though?
Harmony and Little Mix. I just think that a lot of people just want their own thing, their solo success, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also power in numbers.
I don't
You think
nobody
that
wants to put
labels
the
are
time in.
scared to
You
sign
shoulda liked
girl
Sparkle
groups
Brighter.
now too? Labels feel like it's too
They don't
much.
want to spend the money.
Too expensive.
Yeah, they don't want to spend the money.
in.
They don't want to I remember DC going to Europe, and at the very first trip we flew coach, of course, and but it still costs to get 4 girls. The manager,
The hair, the makeup, the
yo,
styling.
actually we didn't even have that.
Right.
We didn't even get that lucky just that quick. We had to learn how to do that stuff ourselves. So it's expensive.
Yeah, I read a story where you said that y'all had to do your own makeup, and you thought you looked like a monster.
I did look like a monster because I tried to do my makeup myself. Like I tried to contour my face and it was wrong. I was light here, had black streaks here, light here, a line down the middle of my nose. And then you try to makeup artists from over there, they made you pink, they made you green, they made you lighter, they made you uglier. You just look crazy.
See, I didn't understand that. I read that whole story, and I was like, well, Did she not understand your dark skin? Like, did she think you didn't
I
want to
don't
be
know.
dark?
You know, it was that. It's kind of similar to that story that came out about the model where she said, you know, she sat in somebody's chair and they said, "Oh, I don't do your skin color."
Jesus.
You know what I
even
mean?
your hair. Sometimes people feel like
Yeah.
they can't do your type of hair. They're like, oh, I don't know how to do this kind of hair.
Yeah, but that means you better be well-rounded and diverse and learn. So,
But you have your own makeup line now, which is unique now because
Yes.
after not knowing how to do your own makeup, now you're an expert.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, to be honest, and I love makeup. I love playing in makeup. I'm a frustrated makeup artist, so I just needed to do a line. Just made sense.
And you say it caters to dark-skinned women, like how?
It caters to everyone. Man.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
but of course, we want to have colors in there that are complementary to chocolate skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, can you have a group without, I guess, one superstar? I mean, don't get me wrong, you, B, Michelle,
Yes.
all stars in your own right,
Yes.
but Beyonce, can you have a group without having like that one superstar?
Here's the thing. I think that when you have a group, it's important to have a sound. I
Gotcha.
think that if this person has a specific sound, there is nothing wrong with that because it separates you from sounding like the rest of the crowd.
Right.
And I think that at a time where we were coming up, you know, we had them Southern accents, you know, these really soulful, slangy type runs, and it just worked for us. And it was a time where like girl groups were abundant, and we
The
still
Spice
stuck
Girls,
out.
let's not forget them.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. See, you thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the best girl group to you, excluding Destiny's Child?
I loved In Vogue.
Me too.
Vogue was fire.
I just saw a
They
picture
were
of them
so-
recently
they
all
so
together. They
fly.
still look incredible.
Yes,
When
they
you put them-
actually come up appear on the show. I probably shouldn't say that, but they appear on the show and they have like these heart to hearts with the girls, and it's awesome. They are
And that was a group.
incredible
Everybody
women.
had their favorite in Vogue. Some people were like, "Oh, I love Cindy." Some people were, everybody had their favorite.
Yes.
Is that who y'all modeled DC after?
We modeled DC after In Vogue, and who else? And the Supremes.
I would think TLC had an influence too, though.
They absolutely
Yeah.
did. They absolutely did. I love TLC, and they actually had us tour with them.
Mhm.
So that was dope.
What do you say are some of the pitfalls that these women have to be cautious of?
Themselves. I think as any person, any human, your pitfall is usually yourself. You usually talk yourself out of something, or you usually tell yourself enough that, oh, I won't make it. There were so many girls who myself and Frank saw who were so talented, but they just literally had "Don't choose me" written across their forehead. You know what I mean? And they kept talking themselves out of it. There's one girl, she sang her face off. She's from Chicago, and she's so talented. And every time myself or Frank would talk to her about something for her to like, you know, make better or whatever, she's like, I just know I'm going home. Girl, you're not going home.
Pessimistic.
We're just trying to give you
confidence, yeah.
some, you know, gems to hang on to because we really want you to stay. So that's, usually yourself.
What about entitlement? Girls there acting like they're doing you a favor.
Yo, there were some girls who we definitely saw that. I'm not tolerating it. Because you're not doing me a favor. We would actually be working for each other. You know what I mean? I do right by you, you do right by me, we do great together.
What if one of them says, "Okay, if I get chosen for the group, just so you know, I do want to do a solo album."
Eventually, that's fine.
They're fine.
But we need to talk about that first. I don't mind that, but we need to talk about that first. I need you to be here for what you're here for, and then let's talk about that. That's a possibility. Why not?
Is this the only artist that you're signing, or are you signing more artists outside of this? Because
I
you
want to
have a label now.
I want to sign more artists, but I don't want to rush into everything. I want to take my time. Like, I really respect the way Barry Gordy, you know, all the great executives and A&Rs have done it in the past. I want to do right by artists, and I want them to be great.
You have
Like,
enough time to do all that though, because that's
I
a lot of
do.
time.
It is a lot
You
of time.
want to do it.
I do. I want to do it. It excites me. It excites me, and I think I would be good at it.
Don't you think women are catty sometimes, though, when you have them in groups?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank is so good at checking that. Like, one girl was explaining something, and he said, "Oh, that's rude. Why would you say that to her like that? That's so disrespectful. Do people communicate with you like that at home?" Like, he immediately eats
Checked.
it. Yes, because you have to nip it in the bud when it happens, so that hopefully you can just break that whole process.
And I would feel like it's hard now, too, because these girls don't have the examples of groups. Like, everybody wants to be the Rihanna. Everybody wants to be the B. They don't have that example to see to be like, nah, this could work with us together.
it could totally work. So, I mean, it would just be so cool if we could just cultivate more girl groups.
You meditating a lot now too. I see. I heard.
How did you know that?
I read the article in New York Mag.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
How's
I'm
that
doing
helping
Soul
you?
Cycle.
Yes,
I do Soul Cycle too.
Don't you love Soul
I do.
Cycle?
I'm going today.
I swear it helped
I
me.
try to get Envy to come.
He's trying to get me to go a couple times.
You should go.
It's fun.
You should really go. I think it helped me come back to my jeans.
Soul Cycle.
It helped me
You
come
should
back
try
to
it.
my
I
jeans.
told him he should come with me one time.
Yes,
It's
you
fun.
should. I think it would really whoop his butt though. So I don't know if he could take it.
How does meditation help?
For me, because I feel like we're so busy emptying ourselves all day, meditation just pours back into me. I can just be able to just get center all over again. I don't care if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You just constantly giving so much of yourself in the course of a day. So when do you get something back?
You do hot yoga too?
No, I'm scared. I don't want to pass out. I'm so serious. I'm so scared of hot yoga. I'm not up for it yet. But everybody tells me it's great.
Yeah, I feel like you could do that. That's a great time to meditate.
You said it's so stinky in there though when you go though.
It depends. Yeah, sometimes it smells a little
That'll run me
foul.
out of there
Yeah.
quick. I can't do it.
You feel like social media is a distraction? Because I saw you post a comment. Somebody had said they took a picture with you, but it wasn't you. It was some other girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Social media can be a distraction. And I was like, did this girl tell her that she was me?
Were you
That's
insulted?
why I was like, no, I wasn't the fact that I was
You kinda
insulted.
should have been.
No, you so crazy. It wasn't the fact that I was
That bad?
insulted as much. This one is
That's
very
bad, what
critical.
I'm saying Kelly's like a 10. This girl's
He's
a
so
iffy
critical.
4.
4.
She was
Disrespectful. You
she
should've
was
been
a
mad.
lovely girl, but I was just really tripped out at how she told a girl that whatever. Maybe it was a joke. I don't know what happened. That's why I
Solomon
was
does that
like,
all the time though with Tyrese and who's the other person you said he does it with?
First of all, I do get mistaken for Morris Chestnut.
You don't get
all
those.
the
Get
time.
out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
All right.
Morris Chestnut is chocolate.
Okay. I am too.
yes,
He
he
was.
is chocolate.
He was chocolate.
I'm still chocolate.
He's still chocolate.
He's light-skinned now.
He's still chocolate.
They
He's
think-
actually more chocolate than me.
He's light-skinned now.
And
Look at
I'm
his
milk
face.
chocolate right now. I'd be glad when summer comes.
See, I did what you did. I saw in NY Mag, you said as soon as you got some money, you started going to see a doctor,
Yes.
an eye doctor,
Yes.
and dentist. I did the same thing.
Ain't
Dermatologist,
ain't
dentist,
nothing wrong with that.
doctor, all the time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
People don't understand the importance of that.
Yes.
So
But
let's
just knowing your body is important.
Now let's talk about Empire. What made you want to do the role on Empire?
I met Lee at Soul Cycle. I met Lee Daniels at Soul Cycle, and he's on the other side of the room, and he's talking to me, but I don't quite understand what he's saying. I just know the only thing I could hear was, I know who you are. I know who you
Did you
are.
know who he was?
No, he was talking about in the show.
Oh, okay.
And so I said, what? And it's like he's
Y'all
like,
spinning, y'all right.
yes, we're about to start the ride.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards, he pulls me to the side. He's like, yo, I really want you to do the show. Come by the writing room and let's get a chance to sit down and talk. I sat down and talked with him and his writers. They asked me about the industry, like different things I'd gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I knew, the next day, they were calling me, asking me my schedule, saying I
that
could
must have
come
been
to
the
Chicago.
easiest
That
get
was
a job
the
ever.
but I also felt a lot of pressure because on this show you got Taraji, you got Terrence. These are strong actors, so I literally cut everything off, like of anything to do around the time that I was filming because they were like small scenes,
But you had
but
to
they were
kill it.
so you
killed it,
so
though.
Yeah, you did a great job.
powerful,
Yeah, you
and
killed it.
I really respected Leah, and I was just like, if this is the most silent 8 seconds of my life, I really have to shut up and really get into this character. And I
That's great.
respected it. Yeah, thank y'all.
Do you miss doing the X Factor thing?
No. I think it was a time that I experienced. It was fun.
Mhm.
It was fun. And Simon is a lot of fun too.
Mhm.
He's a lot of fun.
Is that what inspired this kind of?
I think it's that.
Or
I think it's, like I said, missing girl groups and missing that whole culture and just wanting to see it happen and daring myself to do it. Because that was another thing. I was about to get in my way because it was an idea for a long time. And right after I did X Factor, it was an inspiration. I was like, would you do it? I was like, oh, I don't want to be one of those people where you do. I said, I don't want it to be a reality show. Or will they believe me? Oh, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I was in my head a lot about what I didn't want to look like instead of what I knew I could pull off and do and kill. So, yeah.
What about being in a relationship for these young women that are just starting out, trying to get in a group? Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea? Does it matter?
I think it's fine if they're not a distraction. If they're not a distraction, they're not stopping you from making your paper, then keep him around. But if he's like starting to be a pest, then you need to exterminate him immediately.
Damn.
She said exterminated.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Does sleeping your way to the top still exist?
No, I would hope not.
Like the
Are
men
y'all
make those
filling me in on
proposals?
something?
No, I'm saying-
Jesus.
That's what she did.
Jesus.
No, I didn't say. Why are you?
No,
doing
I
that?
Why would you
didn't.
ask
By
her
the
that?
way, Envy starts so much mess.
know.
It's so
I know.
You
Why
do.
would you ask her that?
You
'Cause I'm just-
always
That's
do.
disrespectful.
Because
No,
for-
no, no.
say
He's
sorry.
just saying. Oh no, I
New
don't.
women in the industry.
Yeah, I think that you know who touched on that the other night was
Who touched it?
Who touched on that?
Gladys
You set
Knight.
yourself up with that one.
I did set myself up. Is that pause? But Gladys Knight talked about that the other night. Make sure y'all check out Black Girls Rock. That comes on actually right before Chasing Destiny. And she talked about that, and she was so honest about it, saying how when she was coming up in the industry, how that was an opportunity usually for women, and just to respect yourself enough to get by with your talent. And but you know, some dudes ain't even like that these days. They go try it, and you have to be smart enough to be like, I need some respect above anything. So.
These dudes is trying the guys too, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dudes like will try. They
That's how
know
Charlamagne
that
made
it's a possibility.
Yeah, right. I let G. I did it to Jesus.
Help us, Lord.
Now,
This guy's
you think a
crazy.
Destiny's Child reunion could happen?
We haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
We I'll see Michelle tomorrow. I think tomorrow or the next day. And the last time me and B were together was I think 2 weeks ago when I stopped by rehearsals, and we talk about everything else. We really, really do. You know, we talk about play dates with the kids, and we talk about vacations and new opportunities. She's excited about this group. Super excited.
Is she on the show?
No. I wanted to do everything myself. I wanted to keep it just about me.
You on B's new album?
Huh?
You on a new album?
No.
Stop trying to get information on her new album.
No.
It's
Relax.
coming out.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
like, I'm slowly trying to circle back,
I didn't even
man.
come with the next. The next question was, so when the album dropping?
No, but I'm very excited about it, and I'm very excited.
What
about it
about
for
your
her.
new music?
Excited about Beyonce's new album?
I'm excited for her, for everybody else.
Okay. So there
Um,
is an album. That's what you're saying.
Oh my God!
You got the headline, right? Kelly Rowland
Kelly
said
Rowland.
she's excited about Beyonce's
This is
new
new
album. Got it.
Y'all are insane. But that's so crazy that y'all think like that.
What about for you, though?
For me, oh God, it's a work in progress.
Mhm.
It's truly a work in progress, because for me, it's been the hardest thing to record an album after this kid.
Right.
Really? Why?
For me, because if I'm gonna show you a video of Titan singing Rihanna's work, and I want that same reaction of my music.
Right.
Pressure.
It's pressure. And there's one song that he does that too so far. I was like, okay, that's the only one, and I can't come out with that one out the gate. So that's it.
Where's your mind stayed at? Like as far
My
as
mind,
music you making?
I'm happy.
All
I'm
right.
happy. Like everything is either ratchet or too much substance. So I have to find a middle ground.
Got you.
And because right now it's just like super hood, and then another one's just like
Like mommy.
not even mommy. It's just like, you know, I had a lot of series of events to happen after, you know, having Titan. And I talked about that, and I talked about life, and I just don't want it to be like, okay, Kels, you just too deep. It's too
But you got to
much.
be yourself though.
I do have to be myself.
That's
And it's-
ratchetness and righteousness is actually just a nice yin and yang of life.
ratchet righteousness.
Yes, that's
that's
the yin and-
so funny.
That's the yin and yang of life.
Yeah, it is. You know what? It is. I say, can you give me a piece of paper? I'm actually about to write that down.
Well, that's what we call this show.
What you got assistance for?
Righteousness and righteousness.
Yes.
Yin and
Righteousness.
yang.
Yep.
Let me see.
Charlamagne know how to
Let's
spell
see if he
it.
can
I
spell
don't.
it.
How do
'Cause
you
I
spell
don't. I'm not
Y'all
feeling
are
too good about it.
That's a damn shame.
I'm not gonna lie, he don't know how to
I know how to
spell.
spell ratchet.
Because
I
every
got
time
that one.
Charlamagne about to send out a tweet or text something, he'd be like,
always asks,
how you spell?
How you spell this?
Charlamagne don't even have his name spelled right on his email.
RIGHTEOUS.
Nope.
Yes.
That's it?
Okay, and just
Boom.
let me see. -NESS.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Oh, righteousness. Oh, got you.
You
You're
said
right.
ratchetness and righteousness.
Ratchetness and righteousness.
Goodness gracious. Well, she has to go, guys.
All right, well,
Tell them when the show comes on.
Tonight. The show airs tonight. I'm very
premieres
excited.
tonight.
It premieres tonight, right after Black Girls Rock. I'm very excited. 10:30 BET. You don't want to miss it.
All right, we appreciate you joining us.
I'm very happy to be a part.
It's Miss Kelly Rowland. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in